Okay. Forgetful Annie. Okay, so today, guys, we're going to do 5, 6, and 5, 8. Okay, 5, 6, 5, 8. This is the last day before our test. I'm going to just work on some funky ones. You know, say again? I didn't hear. Yes, ma'am. So 5, 6. We're going to start here, and I'm going to actually let you guys do this one on your own because I believe you can. Right back to that. So 4 times 9, we got our positive 36, right? What did you guys get as your factor so I don't go through the whole thing? Does everybody see 6 and 6 is going to be 12? Okay. So I have 4x squared minus 6x plus 9. Group and group. Say again. It is 2x minus 3 out of the first one. So I pull out a 2 and I'm left with a 2x, sorry. So I'm left with a 2x minus 3. What does the next guys have in common? Negative 3. And I'm left with a 2x minus 3. So I should erase this right here. Okay. So that's 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3, which is what? 2x minus 3 squared. So this is called a perfect square trinomial. Not that you really have to even worry about that, but just understand, is there times that you're going to get a perfect thing? So that makes sense what I'm going for then. Oh, sorry, I forgot my square. Thank you. Everybody with me on that? So with that being said, okay, with that being said, the next one, was it x squared plus 10x plus 25? Minus y squared, right? This one's very similar, except it throws a little wrinkle in there. And that wrinkle is him. What are we going to do on this side? We're going to factor him. If this wasn't here, could you guys factor that really easily? Yeah, what's the factors of 25 that give me to be 10? 5 and 5. You guys see how that's x plus 5 times x plus 5? Yes, I'm going to do a quick factor. A lot of times when I have a 1 right there, I call it a quick factor, meaning I don't have to do the rainbow because the factors of 25 that give me the 10 are what's inside. Right? Does that make sense? Which is this. Right? Does anybody remember what this is called? We talked about it last time. If you put it in our notes. Difference of squares. Because isn't this something, a number being squared? Because I have a binomial squared, right? And this is something squared. You guys remember that? If you don't, I'm going to show you. This is like one of those ones I do a little u substitution on. Where I'd say, oh, u is x plus 5. So I'd have u squared minus y squared. What's the factors of 1 times 1? What's the factors of 1 that give me the 0? 1 and 1, right? But does anybody remember what we discussed last time when you had difference of squares? What do they always go into? Somebody's like, that rhymes. Do they remember me saying that? Who took care of you? Who bought it? Bridget. Right? I think she's the one that put that line. But remember, difference of squares going to conjugate pairs. You guys remember what a conjugate is? Huh? U said. I knew it was somewhere over here. And then that becomes u minus y, u plus y. But who is my u? So this is x plus 5 minus y and x plus 5 minus, oh, yep, plus y. Difference of squares going to conjugate pairs. How you doing back there? Your neck hurts because you're looking down at a test? Oh, the agony. Hey, see you. Have a great day. U minus 5, U plus 5, right? Excuse me, U minus Y, U plus Y, then we situate it back into my substitution. Just want another one of those? Make it look a little bit. Hey, let's try another one. Billy says, "Rawr" today. Rawr. Doesn't help that I got a little bit of. Oh, I just give it to me. Wasn't that nice of her? I thought it was nice. Don't you guys wish you had a wife? I tell my friend all the time that she should get a wife. Okay, how about you guys try that one? Okay, we just factored that to there. And then I saw Tyler put, hey, I want to do a U substitution. No, thanks, Tyler. I'm just going there. I'll come to you. Yeah, Taylor Strongo. I know who you are. I was talking to a specific person. Tyler, right? Okay. I'm making sure I didn't mess up. I'm like, okay, U squared minus Q squared. Now, difference of squares go into conjugate pairs, not the unit squared. So, this is U minus Q and U plus Q. Here's the reasoning. You want me to show you the reason why and not just here it is? Okay, I go 1 times 1, which is -1. Factors in -1 that give me 0 are 1 and 1, right? So I have U squared minus UQ plus UQ minus Q squared. What do those guys have in common? U, so I'm left with U minus Q. What do those guys have in common? U, so I'm left with U minus Q, and then notice those together. Hi. Like that. You could, but then that would change something. Right here, I think they're just asking you to basically learn that this is a sum of squares. I mean, it's a perfect square triangle. This is a binomial square, and we got to do differences. Does that answer your question? Yeah. You could just jump to this. Is that what you're saying? This is always the case. If you ever have a difference of squares, you could, oh, crap. If you ever have a difference of squares, I'll give you another one of these, but you can always do it. Okay, because it always happens. But who's our U again? Now, Taylor. So he changed to an X, but P plus 4 minus Q and there you go. So to answer your question, okay, this right here is a difference of squares, correct? Are they both perfect square numbers? So what I do here is I take the square root again. What's the square root of 4? Square root of x squared. X. So this is 2x minus 5 and that's the conjugate pair. Okay. Awesome. We feel good? Any questions? Yes, sure. It'd be x minus 5x plus 5. So that'd still be a difference of squares, right? Because x squared is something perfectly squared as well. All right. The next thing, though, we might want to know for Monday. Does that give you enough input? Okay. So, and it's called sum and difference of cubes. This is called a sum of cubes. This is a difference of cubes. Oh, what the heck is that? Not because he's a larger, I just changed that 3 into a B. Sum of cubes is the top one, right? Difference of cubes is the bottom one. Notice they're both perfect cube numbers, correct? Is everybody there with me? You will need to memorize this and use it in there. Use it in there, people. Okay? Here we go. What this is A plus B. Now, what did I do to get A plus B? I took the cube root of both of those numbers, didn't I? Okay? And it's timed by, how do A times what would give me A cubed? I need an A squared. I need a B squared. But I also need to do that. Opposite of AB multiplied. Opposite of AB multiplied. You're just going to have to get this memorized. Okay? Right, Joe? Yes, people. Ladies ever wonder about your hair? I'm jealous about your hair. Does it flow? You put, what product you put in there, man? What kind? Oh, really? You don't even spend money on that stuff. Well, maybe not that expensive. Mom shampoo. What do you got, man? Down, what these are called? Opposite of AB. And that's really just because this is always going to be a positive number. This is always going to be a positive number when it's in this style. You just multiply those together and they give it. So what do you guys think the difference of cubes would be? Instead of A plus B, it'll be A minus B, which I still need to get to an A cubed. So what do I need? I need an A squared. I still need a positive B squared, because notice that's negative B times B squared gives me negative B cubed, right? What do you think this is going to be? Plus AB. Now this isn't a fraction. I was just saying memorize this, right? You guys understand we're not dividing this, right? You put product in your hair. It's not natural flowy like Joe. Can you have a bad hair day when you just have hair? Actually, I like it. I don't know how my dad gets the coldest at. He has all this all fluffed up stuff. Like, Dad, let's consider this. Like, I'm okay with my baldness, son. Okay, so here's an example. You guys ready? Here we go. What is that? Is that a difference of cube? Yes. Is 8 a number perfectly cubed? It is. What number is it cubed? 2. Is 27 a number perfectly cubed? What number is it cubed? 3, right? 3 cubed is 27. Does that make sense to everybody? So this is a difference of cubes, which means we're going to follow this guideline, aren't we? Okay, Tristan, what's the cube root of 8x cubed? Good. What is the cube root of 27? 3, so this would be minus 3, right? I don't have enough room here, so I'm going to do it below. Is everybody okay with that? I know it's horrible. Declan, this says a squared, but who's my a? 2x, right? See how that's in the spot of the a? So I got a squared, 2x. What's 2x times 2x? 4x squared. I got to take my negative b and I got to square it. So negative 3 squared is 9. Then remember, you multiply these together, a, b. So 2x times 3 is 6x. Because it's negative, I just do the opposite of what it is, so plus 6x. Okay? You want me to go over the quick cubes really quick just so you can recognize them? You should have them on the previous paper, but once again, 1's a perfect cube, right? 8's a perfect cube. 27, 64, 125, 216, 343. I want to say I don't know, so I'm going to say I don't know. I don't know any higher. Hopefully they don't go that high. Usually they use 27, 8, 1s, and 64. I have an answer. You can use your calculator. It's just these ones. Now, once again, I want you to do your work. I just don't want you to plug it in the machine, right? You know what I mean? I have another answer on the 8. And I'm not being mean. Did you hear that? On a E. It's not on a E. You know? You see how I did that in a nice fashion?
You might have said it. How do you know what
Well, okay. Notice this is something perfectly cubed. It's a cube. 8 is a number that is perfectly cubed. 2 cubed is 8. X cubed is a number perfectly cubed. X raised to the third power, right? 27 is something perfectly cubed. 3 cubed is 27. So that's kind of like saying this. 2x cubed minus 3 cubed. So who's my A? 2x. Who's my B? 3. You with me on that? Okay, go ahead.
Well, how would that look if that 8 wasn't there and that was a 7? Like,
We wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it because it's no longer a difference of cubes. It's a solution to a cubic equation, right? This one's easy. Okay, do you guys want to do a sum one?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to try by yourself? Okay, here we go. Try that one. Were you playing?
You just have to write it?
Write it. And then we're going to have you explain it. Look at that handwriting. You guys aren't used to that. Oh, yeah. It's a good square. Oh, I don't know. I hate this. Not you guys.
Okay.
Good job. That's it. Does everybody see it? Okay, so explain to me how you got the 4, Chicky. The perfect cube root, huh? Thank you. So she took the cube root of 64 to give her 4, cube root of x cubed to give me x, cube root of 125 to give me 5, right? Then she followed the pattern. She took A and she squared it. She took B and she squared it. She took those guys, multiplied it, whoop, and did the opposite sign, right? That's all it is. Now, what does that mean? Make sure you know what the hell you're doing. Okay? All right, here we go. Onward. We good on that section, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is basically combining all of our stuff together.
Wow.
This is 5/8. You probably got 4 examples. I'm going to actually have you guys do the story problem so you guys pick your edge of imitation. I'll do as many as you guys want to do. But last class we only did 2, and they're like, we want to do our homework. I'm like, okay. Okay, so here's what's the difference here, ladies and gentlemen? Beforehand, we've just been doing expressions, right? With all of these polynomials we've been playing with time. This time we're doing in equations. So I'm wondering to myself, I say, self, how does that equal 0? How many numbers are up there being multiplied? I see 2. You might not understand how I'm getting 2, but there's 2 numbers. This is a number, and that's a number, isn't it? Because as soon as I put x in, that will make it a number, correct? Would you guys agree? Okay, yes? When you're multiplying 2 numbers, how do you get to a 0? One of them has to be 0, right? Something has to be 0 for it to equal 0, correct? Right? So what value makes this binomial 0? 5/15? No. So we just solve it. How do we get rid of the minus 5? Add 5. Divide by 3. If I plug 5/3 in there, I will get 0. Why do I know it'll equal 0? Because I said it equal to 0, and I solved. But is that the only place on our number line that's going to make this 0? Where else? I need to know when he's 0, right? Did I mess up again? Because I messed up. I know this. X would equal 3. So I have two places that made this equation 0, huh? Right? How can I check my work? Plug in, let's plug in 3. 3 times 3, 9, 9 minus 5, 4. 4 times 3 minus 3, 0 times 4, gave me a 0. It works, huh? Plug in 5/3. 5/3 times 3, 5. 5 minus 5, 0. 0 times whatever the hell this is, 0. Don't even care about it, right? Sorry, I need to work on it. Why? Am I boring though? Sometimes I feel like I'm boring.
When you swear, that's
Get you going. It's motivation, Mr. Twitchell. That's what I've been told. It's motivation. I'm sorry. I won't. Ready for another one? Just x equals that, x equals that. No, that's good. That's fine. Just saying x equals this number and x equals this number is fine. Give me any number, any number. Somebody said 8. Okay. There we go. What's different from this one compared to the other one? It's not equal to 0. Can we make it? And I would highly suggest, hey, Randy! I like Randy. He's a nice guy. I would suggest if it's not equal to 0, make it equal to 0. Right? What does that look like? Looks like we can factor. How many of you guys went through the homework and found some primes, things that didn't factor though? On your test, it does say if it doesn't factor, just write it as prime. Okay? What would we do on if we were solving those? Well, right now we only know how to solve the factoring right now, right? You should have known something in the past like the quadratic formula or things like that, right? But supposedly you haven't learned that yet. That's how I got it. Right? That's the nice thing about this class is you guys have learned a lot of this stuff, right? So it's just like, hey, let's get you deeper knowledge of maybe what it is, right? The 1050, you'll see some of it, but maybe it's not as deep as you did in secondary. Okay? So what are we going to do? We're going to do something that rhymes with tractor. Tractor. Oh my goodness, Alex is such a wizard. He's like look at that scar on his head. He's kind of like Harry Potter and stuff. Okay? Factors of 24 that get me to 2. Negative 24. Does 1 and 24? 2 and 12? Hold on, I'm getting there. 3 and 8? How about 4 and 6? Those are the ones, right? Can you tell a lot of your tests is going to be factoring? Oh, yeah. I love it. I like it. I want some more of it. I try so hard. This is Tom from Kimmendra or something like that. Okay, so we got 3x squared minus 6x plus 4x minus 8. Ah! Oh, crackle snapples. Have you guys, first off, I got an email, so we got to go here really quick. Back to my monthly stuff. We need to go here. We need to go here. Oh, never mind. Right there. UVU. Oh, that ain't it. Oh well. Concurrent enrollment. We need to go UVU concurrent enrollment. Okay? UVU. Concurrent. Hey, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey. Hippie hoppers. Okay. There we go, right there, underneath that beautiful blonde head. You go to registration. State permission form. How many of you guys know You've already done this. Awesome. If you do not, they kick you out on October 17th. So this is another one. I've told you the very first day about it. Yes. Well, if you weren't in my very first day. So Mr. Jones hopefully told you the very first day. Goes here, puts your name in, puts your email in, your UBOID number, your parents' email, and all that fun stuff, and then they say, oh, we know that my kid's taking concurrent enrollment for high school credit. Yes, this affects their college transfer. Make sense? Yes.
So I think that I can know, I can see like that like I don't know that it's
That's the part I don't know. Okay. You've done it and they emailed you back? Okay, awesome. There's a great thing. Okay, I'm just the messenger. Don't kill the messenger, right? I'm just trying to make sure. Because by the time, guys, that they kick you out, you just did half this class. You know what I mean? That would suck, wouldn't it? Right? So if you don't know, if you're not quite sure, what would I do? I'd do it again, just to make sure. Okay? Everybody with me on that? I don't know if you can do it again. Whatever. But I'm just saying I would just in case. I believe you, there's back on that wall I bet you figured out. Okay, I just wanted to make sure so if anybody's missing, like, Bridget! You know what I'm missing, so. Anyway. Here, yes. Do this problem? Oh, I'm so excited to see what happens. What do these guys have in common, Adam Blunt? 3x, don't they, Adam? I'm left with an x minus 2. Did you get that? What does the next guy have in common? Oh, you're on it like Blue Bonnet. Okay, that's x minus 2 as well. Isn't it?
Yeah. I'm dumb.
No, I've never said that a day in my life. I'm weak at that, though.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I pull out the x minus 2 and I'm left with 3x plus 4 equals 0. You like that one? 0? That's horrible. Hey, really, you got less than 1 year and you're going to make choices in your life. You could be a bum on the street for all I care, but I hope you're not. Sometimes those bum on the streets make more money than I do. Here's our phone again. Isn't she back there? Yeah. Is it really? You guys date? You really date? I like it. I'm guessing she's denying it. It's okay if you guys switch spots, spit. Okay. I don't mind. It's up to you guys. I love the big. Why are you all red, Matt? It's okay. This is high school. It's supposed to be fun. There it is. There's the two answers. -4/3 and 2. Okay? Pretty simple, right? One more? You guys think one more? And then we'll do story problems? Or do you guys want to jump to story problems?
Story problem.
I'm going to do one more. Well, not necessarily this easy. I'm going to do one just a little bit harder. Just so you guys can see the harder one. Oh, yes, I'm ready. What are you talking about? Apples and oranges.
Literally math. That's what math is.
No,
You
that is
had
not
6
math.
apples ended up with 6.
Are you back in 3rd grade? You dingleberry? You need to see a picture of a dingleberry. Do you know what it is? It's poop hanging off an animal's bum. A bull has dingle paste. Looks like guacamole. Let's be honest, it does. He gets it on his shirt every now and then. And you're wrestling him. See? Just wipe that crap off, and it literally is crap. Sorry, I'm on a roll. Like butter. Yeah. I'll shut up again. All right. I swear it feels like I've never been drunk, but I wonder. Just out of your body, doing nothing things. And I'm recording this for Bridget. She feels part of the group. Okay? What are we gonna do on this guy? How do we solve this one? Anyone? Ah, I think you're gonna kick A on this test. Yes, I hope so too. Okay. What do these guys have in common? W2, what does that mean? W squared?
Yeah.
How about that one? Anaí?
Wait, just kidding.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I want it, how do you say negative? Negato? El cuatro?
Menos cuatro?
Minnows? Like minnows? Like little fish?
Or you could just say un cuatro negativo.
Un cuatro negativo?
There you go.
Because we describe our nouns afterwards instead of beforehand in Espanol. El cabeza y caldo. Caldo.
Calvo.
Caldo?
Calvo.
Caldo. That was close. You think I hang around with Spanish teachers enough, I've learned something.
Isn't that different, right?
Huh?
Isn't that different,
Hey, we're not even there yet, Alex. Calm those horses. Pull them back. Whoa, Betsy. Betsy was my first. She died.
Oh,
Well, we gave her to the dog food company.
How much do you need?
600. Back in the day, it was a lot for a horse. Maybe it was 200. I don't know. It's more than just letting her go to the ground. Duh, the ground was nothing. Well, so did we. It's through the other way. It's fertilizing. Allison's back there. Mom, get me out of this class. Okay. What's this one again, Alex? So, difference of squares go into conjugate pairs. So, what are my zeros? What value makes this guy 0? 2. What value makes this guy 0? What's the other one? So W equals those answers. Page, ladies and gentlemen, page. Go to your book and you're going to tell me which storage problem we want to do. We're going to do multiple. Page 433. 433, if you have your book, I will be under your command. Right there's 2. Starting with 71, so that's all the way to 84, 85, 86. I'll do 2 of them. 433. I know, you gotta look. So which one?
Making a box.
Making a box. Okay. Tyler wants to do making a box, which is 81. You guys agree? Okay. 81. Okay, 81. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. 81. Says making a box. A box is made from a rectangular piece of cardboard where the length is 5 inches more than the width. Okay, so we're going to make this. All right, so the length is, what did it say? 5 more than the width. So isn't that W plus 5? What the heck? Hold on, I didn't read that. It says we're okay. But notice thing here. So they're cutting out 2 inches of each quarter. 2 each corner. Okay, so this is 2 by 2. This is 2 by 2, 2 by 2. You got a package for me? Hey, you just made my day.
a great one. Yeah. That make you feel awkward? I like presents. No, really, I don't care. Hey, whoa, what did I do?
You know that Christmas is the worst holiday of the year. Why do you like it? They leave you?
Yeah, so I get time by myself and I love it.
Where do they leave you?
They go to Lady Con and I stay home.
And who do you chill with?
Myself, me, and my best friend. She's my neighbor. I go to like.
Hey, driver's ed card! I had one of these, I did. Okay.
Love you some paper.
Hey, ho, hey. Okay, now I gotta look at this again. So it's a box is made from rectangular piece of corrugated cardboard where the length is 5 inches and the width by cutting a square piece of 2 inches out on the side of each corner. So I'm still there. Okay. The volume of the box is 168 cubic inches. Okay. Now, how do I find? Notice, okay, do you guys see a visual of this, or do you need a visual? You need a light? I already have a light and a light. Get one. Think about it. Just light. There's plenty of boys around. People would be all weird on that. But it's not that. It's not true. I mean, uh-oh. Watch this, people. It's arts and craft time. I was. Okay, so this guy's gonna fold up like such. This guy's gonna fold up like such. Mine's not pretty good. Right? Get what I'm saying? That's how it is. So notice, here's my width, here's my length, right? How do I make a volume? Length times width times height. What's my height of this guy? 2. Did everybody get the 2? Because notice when I cut these out, how much did this just bend up? 2 inches, right? Does that make sense, Rick? Okay. So, with that being 2 inches, yes, sir. I got more to go. Whew. Okay. So width times length times height equals 168. Right? Because it said the volume is 168 cubic inches, correct? Yes? Oh, you guys. I can do it if I wanted to. You see how long it took? Okay, so if I distribute this through, I get, notice, 2w squared plus 10w equals 68. Or I could sound like a sea otter. 168. Better. Distributing the 2 through gives me 2w plus 10. Distributing the w with. Tommy! Still wearing ugly clothes? I saw you wore them the other day. That's good. He understands. Come on, Tommy. He doesn't even defend himself. Bunch of bandwagoners. What do they all have in common? A 2. So if I divide everything by 2, because I don't want to play with that if I don't have to. What? What did I say? I missed that one. Did I get a joke in there? What did I say? All right.
Yeah, I mean, you got it. That's
It was a
all I
pun that I didn't even know, huh? Factors of 84, they give me 5. Factors of 84, they give me 5. I divided it, dang it!
Well, no, like, I know you did that, but didn't you put outside?
No, I divided it. Right? 2 divided by 2 is W. 10 divided, hold on, just listen. You asked, I'm telling. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 168 divided by 2 is 84. 0 divided by 2 is
45.
no 0. Okay? You with me? So what's the factors of 84 that give me a 12? I mean 84. Damn it. I already gave you the answer. 12 and what? 12 and 7. So this would be plus 12. So what's my width? Negative 12, right? And positive 7. But can I have a negative width? My width is 7. What's my length? If my, remember up here, this is 7, so this is 12. How about we do the barn one on the very top? 78. 78, we got a barn. Moo. Okay, there's my barn. We're gonna make a fence. A corral. I've made a corral once. I told my dad I didn't want to help anymore. That farm board gets in your hand. Especially when you know how to work at it. You can put blue in there. Or nay. Or ew. Or what's in your barn? Hey. Okay. We have 300 feet of fencing, I believe it says, right? Is that what it says? 300 feet of fencing. Okay, but each of these are parallel, meaning they're the same length as well, but they're parallel, so they're not going to intersect. So, I don't know what this length of fence is. I'm going to call him X. If I call him X, what's this amount? X. What's this amount? Everybody understand how I know all three of those are X? Because they're the same. It says that they go on the same amount. Am I going to have to fence against the barn? No, I can just put it right up to the barn, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So, what's left over? How much is this then? How much do I have? No, that's how many area I have. How many feet of fencing do I have? 300. How much fencing have I used? I used 3x. Okay, so when I go 300 minus 3x, now tell us how much fencing is left on that long piece. Does that make sense to everybody? Let's just put a value in here. What's a nice value? Any value? 7. So if he's 7, he's 7, he's 7. I just used 21 feet, right? How much is left? You would go 300 minus 21, would you not? Does that make sense? So, but I don't know what that is, so I'm taking 300 minus 3x. That's what this is going to be. Right? Now, what was the 4,800? What did it say it was? That was the area of this. Correct? Well, what's the area of that? Length times width. So it is x times 300 minus 3x. Right? You see what I'm doing? Distributing through. Do you know what all three of those guys share? 3, because I don't want to play with all that, so I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. So I have x squared minus 100x equals negative 1600. I divided by negative 3. Can I add the 1600 over? Factors of 1600 to get me to be 100. Here we go. You ready? This is a long time. 40. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm looking for 10. So you could do that, 16, okay, looking for the factors that give us the 10. That's what he just said, that's not a bad idea. So 1 and 16, does that give me there? 2 and 8? Oh, that does. So 20 and 80? Right? Not a bad idea. I wouldn't have thought of that, to be honest. What you looking for, bud? I can tell you where it's at if you tell me. I have them over here. In this one. Will you guys keep factoring this while I help Mr. Cooper? Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I just saw that the other day, by the way. I signed for that.
Why would you want that?
I didn't. I saw, I'm like, it was, type Halloween in your birth year. I'm like,
I know it did, that's why I'm asking, why would you watch it?
I used to watch it when I was young.
Really, was it any good? I haven't seen one episode. A whole box?
Dude, I think I want to run out for my lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good.
I bought this my first year.
Sounds good.
I'm 14 years in.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I don't do that.
Probably not.
I've never watched that.
No.
Oh,
You know what I watched last night?
it's a good play.
Survivor. Oh. You shut up.
Just kidding. I've watched a few of those.
I know.
Okay.
No, you're fancy. Wait, oh, did I
That's
tell
a
you?
good place?
I did-
That is.
I did tell you I might be like 10 minutes late, right?
Oh, for the thing?
Because my boys gave me it over at 6:30.
So I'll get the second group going.
Just want to make sure that I said that out loud, so you weren't pissed that.
Oh, we got witnesses. I did not know that.
I thought I told you earlier, but maybe I might talk to
Oh, I
my
think you did mention the,
He's already went out to Vernal. They probably left at 10 today.
left at 10:30.
So x minus 20 and x minus 80. Are they both okay to be 20 and 80 for my x value? Because they're not negative, are they? So what's my width? Let's go back up here. So if he's 20, he's 20, he's 20, how much should I just take off 300? 60, so 300 minus 60 is 240. And is 20 times 240, 4,800? It is, huh? What else could it have been, though? Could have been 80, couldn't it? So I'd have one of them that'd be 20 by 240. Or I'd have 80, 80, 80. Right? Which is how much? I just used 240 feet of fencing doing that, right? How much is left over? 300 minus 240 is, you guys are slowing down on me, 60. So those are my two different types of corrals I could have with 4,800 square. So there's multiple options here because both of them still gave me 4,800, right? One's just a fatter. I'd basically just figure out how long. If I had 300 feet of fencing, I'd be like, oh, here's my barn. It's 80 feet. Oh, I guess I can only go this far. Right? No? Wouldn't that make sense? Okay. I probably wouldn't do this problem. I'll shut up. Really, would you? You already know the length of your barn. Not like you're doing less than your barn. I guess you could do less than your barn. You guys ready to rock? Okay, that's it. Because it was a story problem.
Yeah.
Because apples and oranges. Make fruit salad, dang it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a
Shush! Shush! You guys are so mean.
Wait, You got one?
Yeah, that's why I said I thought more than.
That was a 9.
That's a 9?
Thank you so much. Look at that. I appreciate it.